This is Garum, and of course I am ignoring reality. Welcome to Game News Bites. Only good information, all duds removed. Xcom 2 Story Summation Part 16. Alright guys, where did we leave off last time? Well, Nishimura, the team's ranger, just lost her crap and charged Amar. They are in a processing center on a rescue mission for Lily Shin. Alright, here we go. She raised her sword up high and charged at him. One squatty panicked at the sight of the ranger Nishimura attacking and opened fire. Bullets tore into her abdomen, yet she pressed her assault unfazed. Swinging her machete sword hard, she was aiming at Amon's head. Another soldier was able to get in between the two and raise a hand up quickly. However, the blade cut through his armor with ease, and came to a stop resting on the bone of his forearm. Amar dropped his rifle and punched her with all the force he could muster directly in the chin. He sent her sprawling. "Sit on her!" Amar called to the largest member of the team, a man named Dux. Amar then rearmed and ran into the doorway that had stopped Nishimura. Through there was a long hallway. He continued his sprint, but something stopped him. A strange feeling like pins and needles in the base of his skull. Once he consciously took notice of the feeling, it began to spread, and spread fast. It rounded his jawline and onto his face. His thoughts went soft and strange, like words in a foreign language he could almost understand. Perhaps with more concentration he could understand. He blinked. He had missed some time, but how much? He was now standing just beyond the hallway he was in the middle of a darkened room. And there, in the corner, he saw someone. Tall, lean, and gray. It was a sectoid, but much larger than any sectoid he had ever seen. His body, not quite feeling like his own, he concentrated hard. One finger. All he needs is one finger. The rifle began shooting wildly. He watched as the green tracks walked up the alien's body. Then he felt it pull out of his mind like a snail from a shell. Doubling over, he vomited. Bright colors flashed behind his eyes. Then finally, everything faded to gray. The muscles in his ribs and chest knotted and spasmed, and he fell flat to the ground. A figure was now standing over him, hazy and dark. "You'll be okay. This feeling will pass." Finally the image focused, and he saw Lily Shin. Together they retreated and regrouped with the rest of the team. He saw the ranger Nishimura propped up against the wall. A steady red stream leaked from her broken armor. Her pupils were huge and breath was ragged. Amar glanced around the room. Between Nishimura and the cut trooper, there was enough spilt blood to easily fill a bucket. He then went to join the sharpshooters standing guard on the main door. 4 of them. More probably on the way, she said. Amar heaved Nishimura over his shoulder and ordered everyone to open fire as they ran. Dux launched a rocket and sent a car up into a ball of flame, taking out 2 Advent soldiers that had been hiding behind it. Mag rounds screamed past the team's heads and tore into the street and spattered against nearby buildings. Everything was a blurry, nightmarish dash through the city street. Civilians screaming and the whine of the aerial patrols and floodlights searching for them through the night. Have to get away, Amar thought. Stay ahead of them, get into the sewer, get away. What seemed like hours later, they emerged from the sewers outside the city. Amar could see Volody and his men waiting for them. Time flew by, and before he knew it, they were back at the settlement. Nishimura and the other wounded soldier were carted off to the infirmary. Well, that's a nice term for the room they were brought to anyways. Wasn't quite up to hospital standards. Amar slumped to the ground trying to forget everything that had happened. Lily Shin came to join him. "I'm so sorry. Lena, she tried to—" "Listen," he interrupted. "Forget all of that. Did they implant a chip into you? He asked. No, Volody just finished testing me. I'm clean. Okay, good. Then here it is, the main thing. Is our mission compromised? Did you tell them anything? Amar asked. After a long pause, she said, You had it in your head, too, just like me. You felt it. She put her head in her hands and continued, I told them everything, she whispered. Alright guys, that's going to bring this one to a close. If you want to go ahead and jump to part 17, go ahead and click right there and I'll take you to it. And thanks for watching, guys.